we have ignored your old team in New York, the Mets. Let me just ask, we'll finish by doing this. You're an observer of the game, obviously ESPN. I think you'll probably do one of the London games this year, Phillies and the Mets, right? What do you think of their offseason? Where do you think they're at? Sorry for being so around there.
I'm
Not
glad
at
you
all.
came
Not,
around. Yeah, you were wrong, Joe.
Yeah, by the way, I'm good at mea culpas. I'm wrong a lot.
yeah. No, I appreciate the sentiment, certainly, and yeah, we all like talking about ourselves, right? So yeah, certainly, I could do that with anybody as well. But as far as the Mets go, it feels like they have pivoted on the dime, right? When they pulled the plug and made the trades last year, and then kind of have shown some restraint. Although I'm sure they would have taken Yamamoto if he would have wanted to be a Met. I'm sure he would have anteed up for that. But it feels like, Steve Cohen's he's gonna learn a little different lesson here and say, you know what, I'm gonna trust my lieutenants. I've got, a GM that I really trust now. I'm gonna give him a little slack on the leash and see how we can build this thing from the ground up. And that's what every organization dreams of. It's hard to do it from the top down. He tried to do it from the top down the first 3 years or so when he was the owner of the Mets. Now he's going to go the other way and go from the ground up. And that's probably a good thing. Let the young guys play, get those kids in there, get them at bats. And I think over especially the last year and a half, Buck Showalter was a little reluctant to trust the young guys. He's always been that way. He wants guys to prove themselves. Buck Showalter's old school in that you have to earn your way. He's not just going to throw a rookie in there and trust him. And I'll give you an example of that. Back in 1995, Tony Fernandez was the Yankee shortstop, and he had a bereavement case where he was out of the lineup, and the Yankees called up a kid named Derek Jeter to play shortstop that day in Milwaukee. Derek Jeter was 2 for 2 that day and made a couple of great plays defensively. Tony Fernandez showed up in the middle of the game, and it was boom, boom, right into the game. Derek Jeter, you come sit down. And we were going, leave that kid in a little. I want to see that kid Derek Jeter play a little bit more. But that's how, and I admire Buck for that. He really understands that, hey, you have to earn your keep. You have to earn your way. You have to prove that you're respectful of the game. You have to prove that you can be a big league player and handle yourself the right way. He still believes in that. But I think it's time to let the kids play in Queens and find out what you have and build it from the ground up. And I believe that's where they are now.